taking a break from my third trash bag full of popcorn, watching the data from Star Trek, or otherwise known as Mark Zuckerberg, testifying in front of Congress. It's just, it's comical. It's comical. This guy's talking about hiring 10,000 people to regulate hate speech and political content. And yesterday, Senator Ben Sass from, North Dakota or something like that says, can you define hate speech? Cricket. Blank look, does not compute. So the guy is going out of his way to say he's doing things, and he can't even define what he's doing. But hate speech, apparently, on the Facebook platform is two African-American women, which are making national news right now, but Diamond and Silk. These ladies are hysterical. I love them. I follow them on Twitter, but apparently can't find them on Facebook anymore because they're unsafe to the community. What is unsafe to the Facebook community that somebody has ruled at Facebook? Two African-American women who support Trump. They're unsafe to the community. So that guy looked like an idiot. He really did have a deer in the headlights look like. So for months, 6 months, these women have gone back and forth with Facebook. And what type of idiot works at Facebook that on April 5th, like literally days before your CEO is going to testify, that you boot these people off of Facebook and say, our opinion to boot you is non-negotiable and you can't appeal it to anybody. And now their CEOs in front of Congress trying to figure out why these people were banned. And I guarantee you they come back now just because he'll look like a complete hypocrite. So this has been political theater in the most extreme. But we have to talk about some serious things going on around the world, guys. And this goes to my weekly options trade that I have going down range. We put on Monday afternoon, we looked at a weekly bull put spread on VXX. So a bet, actually a trade, we don't bet, a trade that volatility would at least hold where it is or go up. The 47.5, 47 bull put spread that expires on Friday. This is risking about $5,000. We don't like risking any more than 5% on a $100,000 model portfolio. That's just a good rule of thumb. And this trade could potentially make $3,700 by Friday. Right now, I think it's up about $1,500, $1,800. It was at 14 a couple seconds ago. So it's at eight times. I'm not that good. 8 times 175. So up about $1,400 since Monday. I'm going to hold on to this trade, folks. It really does look like, here's the short volatility trade in January with all the short vol at a cocktail party. I'm the smartest guy in the room traders. And then they all got wiped out. Before they got wiped out, it really did seem like our resting heart rate for volatility was around 9 or 10. Now it's a 20. Which, you ready for this? Since 1993, since the SIBO invented the VIX, the average VIX, folks, ain't a 9 or a 10. It's a 20. The whole, hey, welcome to the new normal. This should be normal, folks. A VIX at 20, here's why I'm rambling about the VIX, is because look what's going on in the world. I don't want to breeze past this story, but yeah, Iran threatens to restart its nuke program in a matter of days. That ain't the hottest story in the Middle East. The hottest story in the Middle East is the fact that Donald Trump, a man who would criticize President Obama for telegraphing his military moves, has said U.S. missiles are coming to Syria. I can't believe this guy has said that. Just keep your mouth shut. He was doing a good job keeping his mouth shut, like my generals are talking, we'll figure it out. But when you do this, it allows Vladimir Putin to do this. He's deploying 11 ships from the Syrian ports for one of two reasons. One of the reasons is that Putin said, I will shoot down American missiles going into Syria. I'm not shitting you, folks. This is Cold War stuff. There are men and women, dudes and women like me on these ships, man. This isn't a joke. This isn't just on a web page or on TV. So either he ordered these 11 ships out of that Syrian port to go shoot down and intercept the Truman. I have traps aboard the Truman, folks. I deployed on the Truman. So we're either getting very close to not even a Cold War, this would be a hot war, or he's ordering those ships to leave because Trump said, I'm going to blow up that port, and I don't want any of your people to die. You've been warned. This is what does this have to do with anything? Now you know why I'm holding on to this volatility bull put spread, man. We sent some cruise missiles into Syria. I've heard some people say, it's priced into the market, Wiz. No, it's not. It might be for you, but there's algorithmic trading that when a headline pops out that says cruise missiles fired and oil spikes, and the bots start selling, man, or getting long vol. So don't tell me the stuff is priced in here. Yesterday, ABC News reported, and I knew this, and now I can talk about it, Russia is jamming some of our drones. Back in the day when I was on active duty and men were men and the ships were wooden, and goats were scared, this was an offensive act. If you tried to jam our GPS or targeted us with missile tracking radar, we could shoot back. Don't know what the rules of engagement are right now, but folks, this is Russia's jamming our drones. And they're threatening to shoot down our missiles. So if all you give a shit today about is Mark Zuckerberg's testimony, and all of a sudden you wake up tomorrow and the VIX is at 30 because 2 U.S. or warships engaged with a Soviet cruiser and we're at war, don't say I didn't warn you. Good old Barack Hussein Obama let China expand their borders 600 miles in the middle of the Pacific for peaceful purposes, right? These islands are just used for fishing. Now we have, not only do we have fighter jets on some of these islands, we have military jamming equipment. I sailed past the Spratly Islands on the Kitty Hawk and the Abraham Lincoln. I'm familiar with this region. This is not good. Thank you, Barack Hussein Obama. Brazil teaching us a lesson in civics this week by throwing a former president in jail. Still waiting for that to happen to Hillary Clinton, but nobody's looking into that because Jeff Sessions, our current attorney general, is a coward. He's let this Mueller run loose, and this guy raided the home and the offices of the president's personal attorney. It doesn't get any more deep state-ish than this. The president should fire Mueller, and he should fire Sessions and the deputy attorney general, Rod Rosenstein. Whatever the hell his name is. He's a disgrace, too. Anyway, guys, so the Dow's sliding amid what? Everything I just briefed you on. Geopolitical tensions and, what came out today? PPI and core PPI. Whenever you see the word core, it means X something, and this is X food and energy. So inflation's ticking up a little bit here, and the Fed minutes just came out as well. So we might see Mr. and Mrs. Fed raising interest rates sometime soon. And here's the irony of the day. Mark Zuckerberg goes to the bathroom, and all the reporters jump all over his notes that were left right there. They all started, how rude. But isn't it funny? Talk about privacy. So here's all his canned answers, right? He was even getting ready for to answer what was going to happen if people demanded he resign. I think he resigns. That's the only thing that saves this stock. But again, it's comical that he goes out of his way to say we're going to police hate speech, and then, well, can you define what that is? The damn skipper of the USS Facebook, whose mission is to monitor and censor hate speech, can't define what those words mean. That's the laugh of the day. So there's his notes. Talk about an invasion of privacy. It happened to him. I'm going to be getting off Facebook here. I'm trying to raise money for the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Walk for MAD. Quick thank you to my donors, folks. My goal was 10 grand. We're at 15. My TGO members, and you can see underneath the donations here, Patrick, Greg. I mean, I'm humbled. And just you guys, my members never cease to amaze me with your generosity. Thank you. But I'm going to get rid of my Facebook page, just like Wazinski, the Apple co-founder. He deleted it. Elon Musk deleted it. Any CEO who sits there and says fixing Facebook is going to significantly impact our profitability going forward, you sell the shit out of that stock. I don't care if it's up right now. I'm talking long term. That stock and Twitter are gone. Twitter, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, loved this article and shared it and raved about how a Democratic victory is coming and we're going to have a second civil war. Bring it, you son of a bitch. Bring it. I got an AR-15. You got a bong and a dildo. So I'd love to engage in your second civil war. And the right to bear arms is in the Constitution. I'd recommend hitting the gym there, Jack, if you want to bear your arms. So bring it, beta male. Sick of it. Sick of these limousine liberals talking to us like we're a bunch of children. And, and the FBI and all these, they want to take our guns, right? So the Parkland shooter called the cops on himself. The cops had been to his place like 38 times. The FBI was warned twice. But apparently they send nobody. They don't even send an agent to interview somebody. But we heard about maybe a payment to a porn star when the president was a candidate. We send teams of FBI agents to raid an attorney's office. Maybe if those two teams that were raiding his personal attorney's office were on Parkland that day, or actually went and interviewed that son of a bitch, people would be alive. The FBI is a disgrace. It's done. The U.S. Marshal should take over that building and fire every FBI agent, or at least the political appointees, until we figure this out. I'm done. I've had it, man. This is why I'm bullish on volatility, guys. Something's got to give. We got potential war in the Middle East. The trade war is starting to simmer down a little bit. President Xi gave a good speech last night about, hey, kind of Rodney King, can't we all get along-ish? But I guarantee you Donald Trump is seething at the fact that guy's office was raised, and he's not a dude that lets a punch go unreturned. Okay? Anyway, all right, guys, I got to run. I'll be back with tomorrow's Analyze Your Trade session at 1 o'clock and also tomorrow's Market SITREP. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you are hedged in this market, and God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later.